Hey there, it's me, Lisa the Love Coach here, at Lisa the Love Coach on Instagram, if that is your jam. And if you're finding me on YouTube, please be sure to like the video and get the notification so that when this party starts, you get invited. Today, I am talking about attraction. When you're dating and you go on dates and you're like, how many dates do I need to go on before I can decide if I'm into this person or not? So sometimes when people are dating, they only go on like one date and they know for sure that this is not their person. And then they just, ghost or they don't agree to go on another date. But what happens like when you go on a date and you want to maybe give someone a chance to see if maybe they grow on you? Maybe they're a little nervous the first date, so you always want to maybe give another chance. But sometimes you're just not into it. And it gets really difficult when they are good on paper, meaning they have everything that you're into, everything that you're looking for, right? You're just like, oh my God, this person, total protector, total provider, does great for himself or herself, has all these things that you value, right? But you just don't know if you're into them. So Amy weighs in and says first date or at the most second date, you're going to know whether you're into it or not. I agree. Now, I have not been dating in 4.5 years, okay? I was in a relationship for 4.5 years. And when I met that guy, my ex-boyfriend, I knew from the second I saw him that I was like, wow, he's handsome. There's something about him that I want to get to know more of. There was an energy, right? This was not the case. I went on a date and I went on another date, and then I went on another date, and I was like, I'm trying so hard to try to find that feeling of like, yeah, I like this guy. I want to see him naked. So I wanted to come on and I wanted to talk about this because people cannot be made to feel wrong for having the desire to want to be physically attracted to the person that they're with. So I wanted to talk about this, right? So I sit here and I'm just like, okay, you know what? You can be gracious and you can be like, okay, I'm going to give somebody a chance to see like if they grow on me. I get it. But there comes a point where you definitely know what hits you right and what doesn't. And if it doesn't, definitely own it and own it fast, right? Technically, I am going to say that your gut does not lie, okay, ever. When you're on a date with somebody and you're just looking at them and you're getting their energy and you're getting their whole vibe and it's just rubbing you wrong, it is not going to improve. Now, this is the thing that's challenging though, because sometimes people get a little nervous on first dates, they overcompensate because they want to be on like their best behavior. And so they might be a little stiff. They might be a little not relaxed or whatever. So you can't really tell. So I'm a fan of allowing 2 dates. When I was with my ex-boyfriend, the first date was literally 2 hours after meeting. So I met him out. And then we slid on into a date situation because we went to go grab food. So then the second date was when I was going to decide, okay, do I like this guy as like friend? Do I really feel a connection? Do I want to see him naked? Do I want him to see me naked? Like I want to know right from the jump, like what am I feeling for this guy? So I remember going on this second date with him. And I'm sitting there at the bar with him and we're ready to order food. And I'm a big fan of sitting at the bar because the close proximity is delicious. It's so fun. And it really bonds you two together. So I love sitting at the bar. I'm a big sit at the bar girl. I love it. Anyway, we're sitting at the bar and we're talking and everything. And I don't know where the conversation was going, but it was nice. And he leaned in and he gave me this kiss. And I was like, I like this guy. He's like smooth and he's charming and sexy. And he had these beautiful blue eyes looking at me. I was like, oh my God. So then he got up to use the restroom, and I kind of checked him out as he was leaving where we were sitting and walking through the restaurant. And there was something about his stature and his charisma, of like his presence, that I watched him walking away. And right then I knew, I want to see this man naked. It's on. Now, I didn't think it was on that night. It's only the second date. I didn't really know him very well, but I knew that it was there. Conversely, fast forward, now I'm no longer with ex-boyfriend. I'm now kind of dipping my toe a little into dating again, and I'm being social, easy peasy, little by little. I go on a date, and the first date, I immediately thought this guy was an arrogant asshole. Like, it was just like, wow, like this guy really thinks like who he is. And it was a little off-putting. But I said, you know what? Maybe he's a little nervous. Maybe he's overcompensating for something, whatever. Maybe we'll just click at it, you know, as the conversation goes. We'll see. I'm not going to, like, you know, force the issue. If he's like, oh, let's go out again, I'll see how I feel. I was very that kind of energy. So, of course, he asks me out again. And so now it's date number 2. And it went a little bit better. It did. It went a little bit better. But still, I wasn't getting that feeling of like, ooh, yeah. You know, like that thing that just happens where you're like, yeah, it's on. It is on. It's not a matter of like when, I'm sorry, if, it's a matter of when. Like, I want to know this guy. Like, I definitely like this guy. So this did not happen. This did not happen. And then the thing that I want to share with you is that when that happens and you really know that the attraction is not there, the chemistry isn't there, and you're just looking at like the list of stuff that's like on paper, and you're like, well, you know, there are all these things. Doesn't matter. It does not matter, honey. It will only get worse. It will only get worse, because if they start getting more attracted to you and you're forcing attraction, you're like trying to catch up to their level of attraction, it does not bode well at all. So here's the quick, wanted to come on, fast little video. When you allow a first date, definitely know what you're looking for. Definitely know what you're attracted to. And if it's not hitting you, own your truth and just come up with a statement and say, hey, you know, I kind of feel more of a friend vibe with you, and I'm, you know, willing to be cool with you and whatever, but romantically, I'm not feeling it. And you can be really polite about it. And a lot of people are saying that they started to do FaceTime at first before even going out on a first date. Definitely a good strategy. I recommend that a lot for people who do online dating, especially. Reason I didn't go that way is because this person lives in the same town, and it was just easy to just like meet up for dinner. So, you know, we chatted online, like texting and whatever, and I saw his Facebook and some pictures and things, but there wasn't really a whole lot there. And truthfully, I was just like, hey, I'm up for meeting new people. I live in a new town. I wasn't even really like all about intentional on dating. I still am not. I don't even, like, I can take it or leave it because I'm still freshly out of a 4.5-year relationship. So I'm very not connected to the outcome of dating. I can care less. I'm very like, hey, if somebody asks me out, fine, I'll go. But I'm not really like intent on making it like an effort. So I said, you know, I'll just go out, fine, whatever. I'll meet somebody new. And I went out for, you know, the social element of it. And it ended up being a thing where, you know, one date turned into 2, turned into 4, turned into 6. And I'm just like, whoa, okay. And every time I'm going, I'm just like, I feel like I'm forcing this. I feel like I'm waiting for some kind of connection to happen or some kind of desire to kick in for me, and it just wasn't happening. So no need to drag it out. If it is not happening, efficiency is everything. And even if they have all of these amazing things on paper, they can provide, they have money, they have toys, they want to go on vacations, they have grown children who don't live anywhere near them, they have all these things that whatever is on your list, non-smoker, works out, you know, they can have a long thing where they're like checking it off, checking it off, checking it off. But honey, if they're not lighting up your lady bits, that is not, you can force that as much as you want, but it is not going to happen. It is just not going to happen. So feel free to own your truth, be polite about it, be gracious about it, but there is no need to escalate it into a 5, 6, 7, 8 date situation. If you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. And yes, it is difficult when they have this long list of all these amazing qualities, but if the vibe isn't right and you're not feeling it on a chemistry level or an attraction level, you got to go. Own your truth, honey bunnies. I am Lisa Concepcion, certified professional love life coach and founder of lovequestcoaching.com, where I help people cure their codependency, get out of toxic relationships, reinvent themselves after divorce, and come up with dating strategies that help you own your truth so that you can attract your ideal partner. Catch me later with more dating adventures as I embark on this new exciting chapter of my life. Consider it me giving you news from the field. Talk to you soon, boys and girls. Bye.